Well, it finally happened. On the 9th of October, Kalle announced his retirement from the WRC at the end of the 2025 season. This has been feared since Kalle backed off to stretch his legs and explore other forms of motorsport in 2024, along with the turbulent season he and Jonne have had so far. But the announcement still comes as a massive surprise that has shaken the rally world to its core. For one of the best and most admired rally drivers in the world, deciding to call it quits so early in his career, despite their massive amounts of potential, has shocked rally fans the world over. But how did we get here? Where did it all start? And what happens next? Son of WRC rally winner Harry Rovanperä, Kalle first got behind the wheel of a rally car at the young age of 8, taking the internet by storm as he showed off his early talents behind the wheel. And it wouldn't be too long until he was on a proper rally stage. Taking part in his first rally at just 10 years old, he started competing in several national series in 2015 at the age of 14, starting his rise up the rally ranks, making his debut in WRC2 for the final 2 rounds of the 2017 season. Driving a Ford Fiesta, he claimed a win on his second ever start in Rally Australia. He would then participate in a partial season in 2018 with Skoda Motorsport, before crushing the debut WRC Pro season. Never finishing outside of the podium bar one retirement at the Tour de Corse, Kalle would win 5 of the rallies, earning him a seat with Toyota Gazoo Racing for the 2020 WRC season. At just 19 years old, Kalle kicked off his WRC with a slew of youngest ever record-breaking achievements, claiming a podium on his second career start with a 3rd place in Sweden, followed by his first victory a year later in the fast gravel roads of Estonia, with another rally win just 2 events later in Greece, the youngest to ever claim these achievements. But it was the 2022 season and the introduction of Rally 1 hybrid regulations that the Kalle and Jonne duo would truly start to flourish, taking home 6 victories across the 13 rally long season and claiming the World Championship with a win in New Zealand, becoming the youngest ever World Rally Champion in the sport's history at just 22 years old, usurping the previous record held by a 27-year-old Colin McRae, only to run it back a year later in a successful title defense. They were on top of the rally world, and it seemed we were on a cusp of another legendary run by a young driver, when Kalle made the shock announcement that he was taking a step back from the WRC for a year, participating in a partial season for 2024 in order to test his talents in the Porsche Cup Series, marking his first expedition into circuit racing. And despite the shortened season, Kalle would still prove a big threat, winning 4 of the 7 WRC events that he took part in. But when 2025 came around, things took a turn for the worse. With the loss of hybrid power and change to new tyre maker Hankook, Kalle started to struggle, and the magic that was consistent in 2022 and 23 seemed as though it had disappeared. But sparks of his greatness still shine through in dominant wins in the Canary Isles and a dream victory that had always evaded him at home, putting him in prime position to contend for the title yet again. Which brings us to today. With 17 WRC wins, and having secured his childhood dream of 2 World Rally Championships, Kalle has decided to close this chapter on the WRC and follow his new dream of circuit racing. Now, as I said before, this isn't his first foray into other motorsports, or even open wheelers for that matter. From his smoky stints in Drift Masters, to his impressive experiment into the Porsche Carrera Cup Series, that saw him bring home 5 podiums including 3 wins, securing a 4th overall place in the championship. In late 2024, Kalle also got the opportunity to test multiple single-seater Formula machines, including the legendary Red Bull RB8, putting him in the same boat as a few of his legendary predecessors, and building his desire to explore the possibility of a Formula racing campaign, ultimately setting his sights on Super Formula for 2026 and 27, with the intent to head to Formula 2 a year later, and while not entirely confirming his end goal, he hopes to ultimately reach the heights of motorsport, essentially leaving the door open for Formula 1. And while rally drivers experimenting with other racing series isn't new, the nature in which Kalle has done it is. Fully committing to the switch so early in his career and life is unprecedented in rally history. Compounded by his inherent talent behind the wheel of a race car, provides a unique opportunity for the young Finn to test his skills and make waves in the single-seater world. With a strong financial and racing development backing of Toyota, who has recently renewed their investment into Formula 1, quietly making moves with Haas and young driver talents, alongside the likely continued backing of Formula 1 titans Red Bull, Kalle is in good hands for his first steps into single-seaters. But all this is not to say it's going to be easy for our double world champion, as he'll be competing against young talents who've dedicated their lives to Formula racing, and have already accumulated years of crucial experience and familiarity in karts and single-seaters, along with the knowledge of all the ins and outs of the tracks they'll be racing, especially in Super Formula, as explained by current F1 and former Super Formula driver Liam Lawson on Break F1's podcast.
What was it like going up against some of these Japanese drivers that have been driving Super Formula for years? They knew the cars very well. I mean, these guys know these tracks. They've been, they've done their feeder series effectively on these circuits, and you show up to their home turf. So talk me through that.
They just, honestly, it was like driving against robots in the way that they just wouldn't, especially in the qualifying, they just wouldn't miss. They've done, some of them have done more than 10 seasons and on 5 circuits, which is the biggest thing. Just the same 5 circuits every single year. That's it. Yeah, just qualifying. They were just so strong.
On top of the bonus challenge of getting enough super license points to even compete in Formula 1 in the first place, which will require Kalle to get to grips with the machinery and start bringing home results almost immediately. I mean, just ask Colton Herter how hard it is to get super license points. But if anyone is up for the challenge, you could be sure Kalle is. With all this being said, what happens to Kalle's second half? Jonne Halttunen is currently left deciding what he will like to do in the future, taking to Instagram to explain to the fans where he stands at the moment, still taking the time to choose what comes next. Split between continuing with rally, in a brand new driver pairing, or exploring other interests with a career in business or finance. But for the moment, they are both committed to bringing the final season to a close on a high. And for all you rally fans who fear that we'll never see Kalle line up on the start line again, Kalle has left the possibility for a return to the WRC open for the future. But as for now, we still have 3 rallies left in the season to cherish, and despite the turbulent season Kalle has had so far, he is still very much in the mix for the title fight, trailing just 21 points behind championship leader Sebastian Ogier, lining us up for one final title fight to enjoy. So from all of us rally fans, thank you, Kalle and Jonne, for all you've done for our sport, and all you're still to do. We'll be rooting for you in your next journeys. Wait. But Bruce, you all say in unison, what happens to Kalle's seat? Well, it almost seems too obvious, but Oliver Solberg has shown himself to be the clear favourite to step up. Having switched to Toyota machinery for his latest Rally 2 campaign, Oliver has done nothing but impress across the 2025 season, having secured a tight WRC 2 title, along with a dominating win on Estonian gravel, for his debut in a Rally 1 Toyota Yaris. It almost looks destined for Oliver and Elliot to make the leap up into Rally 1. But as for now, nothing's really confirmed, with rumours swirling of Toyota grabbing Oyt Tanek from Hyundai that have already been squashed, or the possibility of Toyota choosing between a large pool of keen young talents. For now, we just gotta wait for more news from Toyota. Hey guys, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And while you're at it, comment what your favourite Kalle Rovanperä moments has been over the years. And don't forget to check out the second channel as well. With the Central European Rally coming up this weekend, you can be sure to see a rally report coming soon for that. Alright, till next time.